Welcome everyone to episode 30 of Backlighting for the week of February 17th. We are part of the Never Ready channel along with the Always Gaming podcast. I am your host, George, and this week I'm joined by Irving.
Hello.
And replacing our token white guy is Pedro.
Hi! I'm white today.
Yes, if you're offended, fuck off.
Yeah.
Have you noticed my tone has changed?
I don't give a damn about you right now.
I could care less about
You don't give
people.
a damn shit a fuck!
People get so easily offended these days.
He's awake.
I'm really
He's woke to y'all motherfuckers.
I'm just like kind of
Right now,
stuck.
Yeah.
And this week we'll be discussing
A lot of shit.
a lot of shit. Yeah. Mostly we'll be because the two fellas in front of me have seen the majority of Umbrella Academy.
I finished it.
Well, Pedro's pretty much finished it twice.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't be able to recall shit.
Who's your favorite character? Wait, let's get into it. Hold on.
Damn, we'll
get into it.
We're not even going on structure. Everyone's just asking questions right now. This is the
excited.
show right now.
I'm excited.
Sometimes you need like a little
Somebody give me a
restrainer.
timer,
You know,
like-
like, yeah, sometimes I need...
He needs that little shock collar on him whenever he starts talking. It's like,
Like always, when I'm on this part of the show, like when I'm on Blacklight, I'm just gonna be loud.
like that's any different?
No, I'm like louder on this than I am on Always Gaming.
This guy, I think it's just because we're usually more mellow in this one.
Yeah.
You don't have Lee to compete with to try to get a word in.
Dude, speaking about the other game, I don't want to, like, go too far off, George.
Yeah.
But real quick. So I have a coworker who she's married, and her husband always plays Red Dead Redemption. She's like, "You play Red Dead Redemption?" I'm like, "No, but my friends always do. I don't see what the big deal is." And she's like, "Well, my husband plays it, and she plays with like this dude who used to be a Power Ranger in like the actual show, and like he got invited to like play with other Power Rangers, like Swordon." I was like, "Oh, that's dope." So now they're playing they're playing a whole bunch of Red Dead with Power Rangers.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. So the guy is playing with people. Her husband is playing
with like.
Do you know who?
Like he used to be like the Gold Ranger in RPM.
There's been so many fucking.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
And the thing about Power Rangers, if you say the name of the actor, unless he's like one of the old school guys that people know, nobody knows.
But what I'm saying is that like he like the Power Ranger like streamed a lot, and like her husband always used to like hop on and play with him when he streamed.
Oh,
so like
he streamed. Okay, I get it.
So like he like got to know him, Anyways, keep going, George.
This has been Irving's random moment of the day.
Second random moment
of the day. We're gonna
we'll be discussing a lot of stuff.
That's why we're never ready, guys.
Right. We had a talking point for today, but I'm gonna back out of it because we kind of want to turn that into something else. So,
yeah, talking about balls.
Right.
We're not really talking about balls.
No, we are.
Pedro wants to talk about balls.
Pelotas.
You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Never Ready Podcast, spelled NVRDY Podcast. Once again, that's NVRDY Podcast. Basically, I'm more active on Twitter than Instagram. I do need to get better on my Instagram game, but we'll see where that goes. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can email us at neverreadystudios@gmail.com. Once again, neverreadystudios@gmail.com. Remember to leave us a rating and or feedback and subscribe. That would definitely help us out, peoples. Don't forget to share with your friends. So, fellas.
Yes.
Hello.
Other than the review, the thing that's going to obviously get reviewed, you guys been watching anything else?
I did watch this stupid documentary on Netflix. It was awesome.
It was
about the flat Earth motherfuckers. Those dumb fucks. Okay, wait. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Because of this documentary, I'm gonna stop calling. It's called
Flat Earth.
The Trouble with the Curve. Trouble with the Curve or something like that.
Isn't that a Clint Eastwood film?
No. Curve. Shit. Problem Curve. Fuck it. It's with Mark Sargent. He's the guy who like kind of like made the flat Earth hypothesis for dumb people to realize that it's something. Damn it, I'm trying to not call people who believe in flat Earth stupid, but it's really hard. But I know this is not really, but it actually talks about them, like how one, like, if at the end of the show you realize how, like, there's no point of fighting that. You're not a flat earther, are you?
I'm a flat earther.
Are you really?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
That's stupid.
That's
Come
the
on, bro.
thing.
I go to college.
That's the thing. There are people who went to college that believe, like, it's not just dumb, like, retarded fucking Paco from down the street that lives in the bodega. Like, it's fucking people that are, like,
educated.
They should have some sort of a brain. I want to say, like, absent mind, like, not, they're not.
So
absent
what's their main talk, like, argument?
That's the thing. Their argument is not based on science. They'll tell you
That everything's fake?
They'll tell you that everything is. Oh, behind the curve. That's the one right there.
Yeah, I found it.
All right. So like, it's behind the curve. That's what I watched that this morning.
But their main argument is it like
first time I ever heard.
The same thing as the moon landing, that it never happened.
Well, the thing is, if it never happened because there was no way to do it. They don't believe. So, and that's the thing. Like, when you have the whole flat Earth thing, and then you're naturally we educated people will look at it like, all right, they're wrong. They're crazy people, and boom. This actually shows how, like, these motherfuckers aren't here.
Does it convince you at any point?
No, it doesn't. If you get convinced by this movie, then you didn't really watch this movie right. Because it's just telling you, because like there's two factions. There's different factions to this flat Earth. Like there's one, like this Mark Sargent guy. He's like a conspiracy theory nut job.
He believes
he believes in everything. Like, and then like there are people that like that. And then he found this one thing, the flat Earth thing, and this was like, all right, if I talk about 9/11, people are gonna think I'm a fucking weirdo. If I talk about the fucking shit, but if I talk about flat Earth, I can get more attention this way because it's not really. That's the way it seems.
So he doesn't really give a fuck about the topic. He just wants the attention.
I think honestly he doesn't. And then you have interviews with like astrophysicists, like people that know that the world, they study the
actual people.
Like, how can you refute the sun going? I mean, the Earth casting a shadow. I mean, the moon casting a shadow on the sun. And an eclipse, you know? I mean, how can you refute that? You can't. You can see that.
Greatest video I saw online was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, he decimates it every time.
He like fully debunks them in every fucking way. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like it's hilarious.
There was one thing that I don't want to get too far off topic, but there was one thing that Neil deGrasse Tyson said was like, why are we so hard on like finding a new planet when we can fix our own?
Well, he said something like that. I remember.
And the way he said it was just like,
people are retarded. More shows and more movies with Neil deGrasse Tyson in them. I'm sorry, that guy is the hero, my hero.
He hasn't been through like any controversy, right?
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Crazy.
Well,
he's part of that Me Too controversy.
Yeah,
no one is safe.
Nobody's gonna be safe.
Well, fuck that.
Listen, I told you. Until I hear it, as long as Tom Hanks don't go down, I'm good. All right.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. If we all get famous, if I got famous tomorrow, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
Yeah, because all they gotta find is one little thing.
Yeah, they're gonna I have friends that are black, like are my like friends. Like I know these longer than it, and like if you go on our Facebook walls, like it's him calling me Mexican donkey, and me calling shit like back and forth.
I was gonna say don't.
But that's like shit. That's not like if anybody knows me, they know I'm not a fucking racist. Like
no, it's just like if people.
This is like shit. Like the shit.
If people hear me hanging out with my friends, listen. Other than the friends you see around here, my closest friends that I grew up with, like I mean, like friends for like 15 years on, they're all Asian. Every single one of them. I'll make an Asian joke to them, but they make Spanish jokes to me all the time. So we just go back and forth with it.
I think my friends and I would just go a lot with the gay jokes. Like my friend just went to Paris.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
You're treading a line, bro. tread carefully. Tread carefully.
Anyways,
read this. This is funny. He's like, I want the eggplant when I get back. This Brit's got nothing on yours. And it was the funniest thing.
Well, that's like the way we talk at work.
But I mean,
anyways,
back to the movie. I mean, it's just it's weird because people like these people in the beginning. You think you're watching a pro flat earther like shit. Like, oh my god, like, oh man, somebody actually let these guys put a movie on Netflix. Like, what the hell? What the hell, Netflix?
And then you're like,
and then you realize that
weird.
there's people actually in the back, like they debunk themselves. So like one section of it, it's like they have this engineer. Like he's not like a physicist, he's an engineer, and he feels like, okay, the flat Earth thing is something that's possible. So he convinces a whole group of other people to spend $20,000 on a laser gyroscope, which is a very expensive piece of equipment. Obviously, it costs $20,000 to do a test, because if the Earth is rotating at a certain speed, every hour or so, there's gonna be the Earth should move 15 degrees, and the only way to do this is to figure that out with that tool. And then like, oh watch, we're gonna do this and we're gonna prove it that it's wrong. And then when they look at the fucking equipment, it goes, hey, guess what? The Earth has actually moved 15 degrees. They legit go, oh fuck. Like they haven't. We need to test it more to see there's something else. Like it's shit like that. Like, and then the one guy, he's not even a scientist, but he has like a hypothesis. Like he's looking at it like a scientific. He believes that the Earth is flat. So he's looking at it. So he has this idea that he's gonna grab 3 posts. He's gonna put them at each of the certain different distance, right? So, and he's gonna put a laser. So if the laser hits all 3 posts
at the same height, then it's flat. But if it's bent, then it goes higher.
Exactly.
And it goes higher.
So what he realizes is that because he's not a scientist would use like an infrared laser to measure that distance, or measure the light to hit it at a certain. Because if you use a regular, like a big high powered laser, the beam is gonna get huge. It's like a flashlight. So if I put the flashlight, so he realizes, oh fuck, I can't do this experiment with that. So he does it in a dumber version, which is actually a pretty smart version too. So he does 3 holes, right, and then he shines the hole on the last one.
The light.
So if he's looking at it from a distance,
and if he can see the light,
the Earth is flat. Guess what?
He can't see the light.
Yeah, so he tells the guy, hey, can you lift the light over your head? Because the drop is like, it's supposed to be, if it's 17 feet each, it's just like 20 feet would be 3 more feet. It would be the curvature. You could probably get it. So yeah, so he puts his foot up. I mean, he puts the guy tells him to put the light up. Guess what? You can see the light all through the things. Because the Earth is curved. There's no way, you know what I mean? Like, he's an idiot. I mean, he's not an idiot.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what. And it's like just funny. And this is like this guy, and that's how they end the movie. They end it like that. You guys are wrong. Click. Like this, that was like the best way to end that movie. Okay, that was like filler of the beginning.
I haven't. Are you
Oh, I'm done. I'm done with that. That's what got relevant that I've watched other than Black Umbrella.
I don't know if I could like talk about the show because I was busy when I was watching the show.
What show? Wait. The way you said busy sounded weird. Please tell me you were like reading a book or going to school.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, get naughty dance while watching a movie, a show, whatever. What show was it?
Medici, season 2.
Oh damn! Every time, that's one of those things where I see, who's in it?
Sean Bean, which is Ned from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's what every time.
I mean, he's done other stuff. You know, he's not only famous for like.
Yeah, he's famous for dying and everything. He's
Like I don't want to get attached to him in a show and have him die again, so I don't.
Well, he plays the villain, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna die at some point. But this is season 2, and season 1 when I first saw it, it was fucking amazing. It had Richard Madden. He played another. He also played that character. He played Rob in Game of Thrones.
Rob Stark?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays his son. Is he playing his son in that?
No. And he was in season 1. He was the main character in season 1. So season 2 is like years ahead.
Oh, so he plays him before his age.
No. No. So season 1 and season 2 are like years apart. It's about the same family, but like generations apart.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Okay, so in season 1, he like starts the dynasty basically. You get what I'm saying? Like Richard Madden, like his character, like, cause I don't know if you guys, do you know who the Medicis are?
Yeah, they're like one of the most powerful families
in Italy, right? So he like him and his father like start the dynasty, right? So now we're like, season 2 is a couple. Like I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's like, like 2 or 3 generations down. Okay. Now, the Sean Bean plays the villain, the Potsy. The Potsy are also like
another family.
But they're like bad. You get what I'm saying?
Well, okay.
And they're playing against the Medici. But anyways, when I saw season one to me was amazing. I love that show mostly because I'm like a super bad, like I'm a huge history buff. You get what I'm saying? Like, so like history shows are like fucking amazing. That's why I love Game of Thrones. It's not history, but it's like that medieval.
It gives you that medieval feeling.
You get what I'm saying? Love the there's a show on Netflix. It's called The King, the Last King.
No.
I gotta look for it. But it's it has to do with like England and like when they were uniting England because it used to be a whole bunch of colonies and shit like that. Anyways, the point is, season 2 looks amazing so far. They like everything that Netflix does. They invest money in it, so the world is completely believable. I wonder where they go for that. Like, I know, like, cause Italy. I know they can use Italy to like film some of it, but also like they can use all of Italy because I know like some of it has to like be preserved and shit like that. So they're like, this is like off limits.
When they did Rome, you remember that HBO show Rome?
Yeah,
they did that in Bulgaria.
Yeah, they find places similar.
So
and then they just built the whole like.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Sometimes they don't even build the whole thing. They'll build like a wall that looks like it, but just with digital effects after. They make it look like it's.
Rome.
I used to love that show.
Dude, Rome fucked me up. I remember watching Rome when I was home.
See, like when Rome came out.
Have you seen Rome?
No, I saw like one episode, but the thing about Rome is that I saw the Gladiator one before Rome. Which one was that one?
Spartacus.
I saw Spartacus before Rome.
Spartacus.
So like when I saw Spartacus, and like it just like it wasn't relating to me like to see Rome. It was Rome better.
Yes, Rome was more realistic.
Shout out to HBO. I'm sorry.
Rome was doing it big before all these other.
Yeah.
Rome was.
I couldn't get past season 2 of Spartacus.
Rome. I couldn't finish the first season of Spartacus. So.
I loved the first season.
I think
there was a lot of fucking in that show.
Yeah, but that's all the show was. I'm like, is there anything more to this show?
No.
Fucking...
Pretty much,
Stars
it's just
like
like
we need people.
There's blood and
tits, ass, and then whoa.
Well, that's because that's what they thought was the money making formula for HBO shows.
No,
but HBO's like
writing and
we actually we have actual shit that goes on
in between the fucking.
Yeah. There's a reason for that fucking in the first place.
It makes sense.
Yeah, they don't just we don't just get 2 random characters and like, all right, go in the room.
Like nobody actually watched The Sopranos for the Bada Bing scenes. Like, I'm sorry.
As much as we want to see Tony Soprano,
like when Tony Soprano fucking James Gandolfini fucking a girl isn't really like that appetizing. Like.
No. Yeah, but Rome was one of like HBO's first attempts at like a TV
that like full on.
Full on TV show. It was that and like Sopranos around the same time. Like they were really. So they just came out swinging pretty much when they decided to go.
Then I'll get into Rome if I have time.
It's more realistic. Like you'd get into like you say you're a history buff.
And so they talk about Mark Antony and
they
showed they don't need to talk, but they showed them too. Like you have Julius Caesar as a character,
Octavian. They go from young Octavians to Augustus. It's like crazy.
So I love shows like that.
Yeah, so that definitely gotta watch Rome then.
Yes.
You have homework.
Dude, you know how much like...
You know how much homework he literally actually...
I know,
like
the minute I said that, I saw the skin on his neck go, this motherfucker.
Like, dude.
You have HBO at home?
I don't have HBO,
but
like...
so you're gonna probably wait.
But here's the thing, like, I saw the first 8 episodes of, like, this, but dude, that's like risking my my school life right now, man. Like dead ass. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. The show seems good. Like the acting is amazing.
I'm gonna watch it now just because of your recommendation.
Like I said, I wasn't fully paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
I was paying attention to other stuff.
I get it. dirty motherfucker. He's talking about he's gonna review the show he watched when he was like half awake, half asleep, half motivated, half not motivated.
I was fully awake.
Like yeah,
I just needed.
No, we all get it. You're trying to talk about your next flick. So guys, if you ever want to watch a show just for background music, so nobody hears you banging the girl you're with right now, put freaking that show. That's the best show you can watch.
The Medicis, bro.
The Medici, the best Netflix and chill show, whatever the fuck. You sure you?
You know what's amazing about shows?
You know
what's amazing about those shows?
Sorry,
It's like it shows you like a background into like human life, and bro, like women back then were still thoughts, man.
Yeah,
Like
you got that much out of it? Like you got that much inference out of it? You just admitted to like not focusing on the damn show, but yet again you can fuck you, man.
I can multitask, okay?
The man's talking about knocking boots and watching the show, and then he had the audacity to, you know what? I can really get how the people lived in.
Bro, they were like jousting, right?
Wow, you were jousting?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so are you.
This dude right here. Yeah, I saw somebody get stabbed. Me too. I'm done. I'm going home. That's that show over. Cue the music. Oh.
Anyways,
Netflix and Medici.
Okay.
I was fearing, I was like cheering for my man, yo. He was like jousting, you know,
probably-
Yeah,
right?
hopefully he was cheering for your man. You too, right?
You know, he was
You
like,
got it, Irvin.
he was like riding his horse, and I was like,
That's it. That's it. That's it. We're talking about something else. George, I can't take it.
I'll try-
Man,
I'll
take
I
it.
can't bring.
I'll try to save this show now.
But the show is amazing, guys. Watch it. I recommend it.
Yeah, like how you. Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey,
I'm like everybody's home and I need to put something on at full blast. I already know what I'm
that's your
doing.
prerogative, man.
Let's go from Irving's Netflix and chill.
George, what have you been watching?
Okay, I actually
Actual
got.
watching.
Oh God, this show has gone off the rails early.
Sorry, this is my fault.
It always happens when you're here.
But, okay, first thing. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Breathe,
Okay.
breathe.
First thing I was watching, taking advantage of, I took on my Hulu, I decided to do the free trial of HBO, and I was like, let me just watch a bunch of movies on there, which I did last week, and I'm pretty much going to keep it now anyway. So,
For Hulu?
yeah.
Okay.
But I saw Game Night on there, which was a movie I heard about a lot of people talking about that it was actually better than expected. So I was like, all right, let me give this
That
a
Will
shot.
Ferrell movie, yeah?
No, not Will Ferrell. It's
Sounds familiar.
why can't I think of his name? It has Rachel McAdams
Okay.
and the dude's name I'm blanking on.
Is that the one where they make their house? Oh no, that's the house.
Yeah, that's something Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Yes, Jason. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, they're like this married couple that love having game night. Like they bonded over like doing game nights and being good at it, like playing any type of game, board games. Like, why am I'm blanking on everything today.
You watch the thing. I'm going, huh? Uh-huh.
No, like Pictionary and shit, you know, stupid shit like that. That you
game
just do. Yeah, but you have a game that, yeah, you play stuff. Then his brother, who he has like this competition with. Well, he has it. His brother doesn't know that he has this competition with him. But his brother shows up.
rivalry.
Yeah. His brother shows up, and he's like, he wants to outdo him or whatever, and his brother beats him on game night because gets in his head. So his brother's like, hey, next week, come to my house for game night instead. You know, I know you guys always do it here, but I got this new place, come over. So his brother sets up this type of murder mystery game night. But it goes wrong.
Somebody actually dies?
Well, no, it was supposed to be a fake kidnapping. They take him, and then you got to find the clues to figure out who it is. The thing is, his brother is into, without giving away full spoilers, his brother's into some dirty shit. So he legit gets kidnapped. But these dumbasses all think it's part of the game, so they're like kidnapping him and they're like, nobody follow us or you're all gonna die. And they're like, don't worry. Oh, you gotta try this cheese, bro. This cheese is good, man.
Really?
Yeah, but it's actually very hilarious. It has what the fuck is this dude's name?
The comedian.
No, there's this other dude. He was in Black Mirror and Enterprise. He's married to Kristen Dunst. Why can't I think of his name?
Man, somebody's married to Kristen Dunst?
Jerry, my wife. My wife.
No, his nickname is Fat Damon. Because he looks like Matt Damon, but like a fatter version. If you've seen Black Mirror, he's in the USS Callister episode.
Yeah, I would assume so, but which one?
He's the main character in the USS Callister episode. The blonde dude. I gotta find him.
Wait, it's not Elijah Wood, is it?
No, it's not Elijah Wood.
He was married to Kristen Dunst?
He's married. He is married to Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, wait, wrong person. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, sorry, my name skills are lacking today. Where are we? Jesse Plemons. Yeah, I'll take a picture of your brother. Right.
Oh, yeah.
But his character steals the fucking movie because he just plays like the creepy neighbor who he used to go to game nights, but him and his wife broke up, so now like
he can't go by himself.
Show me another picture of him. That bastard took my girl.
So it's like a wife thing.
Yeah, it's like a couple things. Like what they basically they were friends with the wife, and they used to bring him in because he was married to her. So
Yeah.
But they always thought he was just kind of creepy. So now he just sits there like they get home and he's their neighbor, which unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he's like sitting there petting his dog, just standing outside, and he's a police officer too, so it makes it even creepier. But every scene with him in it is pretty fucking hilarious. Because he's like, just brings that creep factor when they're trying to discuss things with him, and he just pops up out of random like moments, and you're just like, where the fuck is this guy coming from? Jesus. But yeah, I don't want to give too much away though.
What do you rate it?
I give it a 7. It's a fine movie, a fine date movie, if anything.
Did you watch it with your wife?
She was present, but she didn't stay for the whole movie.
So she didn't like it.
Well, she didn't even pay attention to it.
She falls asleep.
Yeah. Pedro knows my pain. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like,
trying to watch a movie.
Trying to watch something. Kim's out there like, we're watching it, and then the next minute she's like this. Mm-hmm. Like on her phone playing a game. I was like, we had an argument about that. Like she came. I was like playing. No, I was watching. I was watching something. I was watching Joe Rogan on YouTube, and Kim goes, "Oh, can we watch it?" I was like, all right, cool. And then she like puts on something that we've seen like a million times. I forgot what it was. Fucking.
So you're like,
I think it was 40-year-old version, and I was like, all right. I wasn't even opposed to watching it or anything. And then all of a sudden, I look over. I look over and she's on her phone playing this game that she plays on her phone, and I'm like, "Oh, great!" Because I wasn't watching anything or anything, but that's fine. So you can play on your phone. And she went home mad.
Why would she get mad? I don't get it. Like,
because you can't have an opinion on things when you're in a relationship with people like this.
I think that's why I woke up with mine.
Don't say that. No, she's good. She just doesn't have any manners.
So she gets mad because you get mad?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you say something, they get offended. They get offended. It's like the most...
I'll take it out of the relationship hole we're going in right now and bring it back out.
All right, anyways. What else did you see, George?
I also watched Creed 2. I own this one. I bought this one.
How is
Creed 2 came out in DVD already?
Digital. Should be. I think it should
we have this conversation every episode of like how...
Everybody's always shocked that when I've seen a movie that he swears just came out in the theater.
It's like, yo, like, can you please give us a break, people? Like...
No! Sell,
Yo, I swear to
no
God,
way.
like next time movies are gonna come out in theaters, they're gonna have like the DVD
They're not
section
gonna be
and the
theaters
theaters, and the theaters, so you can buy it as you're watching the movie.
They're not gonna be theaters.
You know, if you like it, you take it home. If you don't like it, then you don't buy it. But it's gonna be there.
Netflix has proven the point that dude, by the way, talk about Netflix and Roma.
It's always gonna be there.
Roma, I had an argument with my mom.
The Roma, like the football game.
No, the movie.
The movie that might win an
Netflix
Oscar.
movie.
Oh yeah.
You think it's gonna win an Oscar?
It might.
It's gonna win.
He'll at least win Best
It's gonna
Director.
win the international one.
So apparently, a lot of the main character, the indigenous lady.
Yeah.
That's a proper way of saying that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is getting a lot of flack from regular Spanish actors, like the guys who do the stupid novelas that really aren't relevant, like
Yeah.
those people, because she's going for an Oscar. She might win an Oscar. And they're like giving her bullshit. And my mom doesn't understand. Like, she's never seen the movie Roma. I'm like, Mom, it's a great movie. But all these guys, no. There's a difference between those stupid,
let me get in this.
those stupid cartel
I can
movies.
tell you. Okay,
You know what I'm
here's-
talking about? Those
No,
Mexican
but
movies?
here's the thing about the Spanish world, people.
Oh no, because I don't know anything. My name is not Dan Pedro. Irving.
I'm
My name
saying
is
like
Pedro Antonio Bovea. I win. Okay,
that was funny.
you can't set me up for stuff like that. I'm sorry.
No, but you like, come on, George. You might agree with me that the Spanish world is it's still like very racist.
It is. It is.
They are.
It's 100% still very
It
racist.
is.
So they're mad that an
Because
indigenous woman is gonna get an Oscar
Because the-
when like the white, blue eyes, white
Yeah.
pendejos can even go up.
Alexandra, ¿por qué tú no me amas? Ay, Dios mío.
Now listen. Here's the thing: as someone who watches tons of movies, you guys can agree. I watched some novellas. There's terrible.
I watch a
acting.
lot of
It's
novelas,
soap
yo.
opera
Some
acting.
girls are fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not part of the like, I get it. Like,
It's over dramatic.
every
I'm like,
time I
Mom,
see
why are
one,
you
like,
watching
oh,
this?
bend
You know,
over,
'cause
touch
I
the
watch it
toes.
with my
I'm like,
mom.
hello. But like, it's not.
The last novela that I truly watched, which like I like fell in love with, was like The Legend of El Zorro. It was an actual novela, bro.
You know what's the last one I watched?
Oh,
The only
Zorro.
one I ever watched was the Breaking Bad in Spanish.
Robiendo malo.
No, it's
What's it called?
Metastasis.
Oh,
was what they-
yeah.
They have it on Netflix, I believe.
Really?
Actually, I saw it on there once. I don't know if it's still on there, but it was up there.
Anyways,
Actually,
yeah.
it wasn't bad. But
So they're getting a lot of shit because an indigenous woman is actually getting something.
Yeah,
that,
there are people that are actually talking shit about her, like formally, like they're not even sugarcoating it. Like I feel like fuck you, fucking whatever
Racist
you're,
bitch.
Ricardo, motherfucking asshole, dude.
just because she didn't sleep her way to the role,
Yeah,
or whatever.
just because she's not fucking.
just because she don't got
and
blonde hair.
and she didn't even want the role. That's the even more hilarious part. It's her friend who told her. I think
Did
actually
you
her
go-
sister told her to audition for it.
and she's like, fuck, why
It's
not?
She
ridiculous.
was like, "All right, I guess I'll go," and she got the part. But
Ha,
to be honest, on her part,
the irony.
what makes it easier for her is the role didn't require
A lot of acting.
a lot of, she kind of got to be a little bit more of herself, I'm pretty sure.
And she just had to be scared.
Yeah.
Like scared and nervous all the time and freaking out.
Yeah, like freaking out about stuff. But she wasn't bad at all in the movie. I don't think she's going to win the Oscar. She's nominated, but I don't think she's going to win.
She might. You never know.
Just the fact that she got the
She-
nomination.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe another Lupita.
Brown
happened.
power.
Well, no, but see,
Brown, black, white power.
Lupita actually deserved
Brown,
it after
black,
watching.
white.
Bro, it was 2
that-
seconds.
It wasn't 2 seconds.
Not saying that she's a bad actress, because I believe she's a great actress.
She was in that movie a lot more than 2 seconds, bro.
Bro, the scene that got her the Oscar was like 2 seconds.
The fucking scene.
It's not a scene that gets you the Oscar, though. It's the entire film, bro.
She was in there for like 2 seconds. Okay?
She was not in there for 2 seconds.
Okay? We'll just go back and forth.
Anyways, back to what else you've been watching.
Yes, back to my Creed 2 before we got hijacked with Spanish diplomacy.
Did somebody
Roma.
scream out Adrian in the movie?
No, nobody screams out Adrian.
Fuck it.
He does say Adrian because he talks to her grave. Rocky does.
Hey, baby, I'm starting to forget where I am.
No, but I like what they did with this movie because it's hard to keep a sequel to a spinoff to a series that had already 6 sequels to it. So it's like you kind of want
Say
to.
4.
Well, yes, we ignore 5, but yeah, it's still had part 6, Rocky Balboa, which is fantastic.
Oh, Oh, we're talking about Tommy Good.
yeah.
Tommy.
Rob and I have already we trained Irving on this one. Or Rocky 5 doesn't exist.
That is the worst one. Every time that movie's on, I never say more than a second. Because that's the second it takes.
You'll see a Rocky marathon. You'll watch the first 4. Then you go do something for 2 hours for 5. Then you come back from Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. That's like your intermittent.
The intermission, yeah. It's like, I'm going to go shower, make something to eat.
I'm going to find something to do with my life.
Maybe play a video game for a little bit. It's like, what's on? Rocky Balboa's on. Let me go back out. But yeah, Creed, I think, is a fantastic addition to it. It's not as good as the first one was, but it's not a bad movie. Definitely.
What is the sequel ever as good as the first one?
Usually, right? There's 2 things with a sequel. It's either the Godfather 2 effect, where it just blows the first one out the water. Like,
that's what I was going to say. Godfather
Like,
we all had the same thought. Like he said, I was like, Godfather 2 is amazing.
But the high majority of the time, they're usually not as good. Every once in a while, you get one of those Godfather 2s.
And then I was just, in my head, I was like, Empire?
We'll get to Empire.
Oh, and not that, no.
No, wait, I ain't gonna talk about no John Leguizamo Empire.
No, I was talking about
Was there another fucking film called Empire?
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, Empire Strikes Back. All right.
Damn, I'm the only freaking Star Wars guy.
No, but you were just saying it.
Star Wars right now?
You were just saying you went from Godfather, then you said Empire. So I was thinking like,
nah, the only I'll tell you right now, the only Empire that matters is
Empire
Strikes Back. Okay, can we all have that consensus?
That's.
I like Revenge of the Sith.
You what? What? What did you just say to me, bro? What? Who are you?
He's a prequel. Yeah,
he's a clone. He's not a real person. He's one of them shadow people that you read about.
We can have this anyway.
Whatever.
Back to the movie.
I mean, I like peanut butter sometimes too.
I hate peanut butter.
See?
Goddamn. Anyway, back to the movie. Goddamn.
He said he likes the Revenge of the Sith. Nobody's gonna say nothing about that. Oh my god.
We've trust me. We've had.
We're on Creed.
Okay, Creed.
Yes, Creed 2. My main complaint is the fight scenes aren't as well directed as they were in the first one.
Is it the same choreographer?
It's not the same director. Ryan Coogler directed the first one.
Yeah, but is it the same choreographer?
No, I don't believe so. It's just shot. They just shot different.
He did that movie after he did Fateville, right?
Yes, Fruitvale. And then he did Creed 2, and then he did Black Panther. And now he's working on Black Panther 2. Shh, that's not happening yet. But
Michael B. Johnson. Jordan. Johnson. I said Johnson.
Yes, Michael B. Jordan is literally, so far, has been in every movie Ryan Coogler's
yeah, so how's it gonna?
They'll bring him back. They're probably figuring out a way.
He should be a good guy again.
But, yeah, back to Creed 2.
Oh, yeah, back to where we were talking. God forbid you finish what you're saying.
Yeah.
2 hours, here we come.
God damn people.
Sorry.
Yeah, the only thing I can say about this is that it does do. This one feels more like a typical Rocky film, where the hero gets to get beaten down at one point, then he has to rise back up and become the hero that he is.
Does
Rocky,
he get it?
Creed 2 is out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he wins the last fight in Creed 1.
Well, yeah. In Creed 1, no, he did not win the last fight.
So he loses.
He loses the last fight
against like the
dude. But the thing that he wins in Creed 1 is the respect of the fighters, because people thought that he was just trying to live off his dad's name.
But he's like, wait, he's actually a good fighter.
Yeah, because they just threw him in there. They're like, the other guy just wanted to fight him for a big payday because of his name, because he wasn't going on. He was going by his actual legit name, which I forget what it is.
Something Creed 2.
No, it wasn't Creed. He didn't go by Creed because he didn't want people to, because of that, he didn't want people to judge him for his last name.
Adonis, whatever his name.
Yeah, I think it might have been Johnson or something like that.
This one, he's going with his father's name.
By the end of the first one, because in order for that last fight to happen, the other fighter, when he found out that the guy he's the son of Creed, he's like, yeah, we'll do the contract and everything, but the one thing is, you got to use the name. He's like,
because isn't the other guy fucking the Russian son?
Well, no, in this movie it is. I'm talking about at the end of the first film.
So does he win the fight in this one?
That'd be spoiling.
Man, he probably does. He's like, you know what? We can't make him lose 2 fights.
Shit, you know what I realized? I never watched Creed for the one.
You gotta watch Creed 1. It's fantastic fun.
It's a good movie.
I usually watch like Rocky movies. Always I watch them like once they show up on like
TV.
on TV. Like that's how I watch them. I don't really. I think all the Rocky movies that I've watched, like for the first time, I watched them on TV.
That's how I used to watch the older ones. But yeah, Creed 2, since this review got hijacked, so I'm just going to go with the score. I believe I gave the first one either an 8.5 or 9, so I'm going to go lower with this one and give it a 8.
All right.
It's still a fine movie.
I'm still really good.
They're still really good at. Thing is, everybody in this film is still a really good actor. So, or an actress. Tessa Thompson plays his girlfriend, wife, actually, by the end of this one. So, it's very well acted. So even though the script and story probably doesn't live up to the first film, it's still acted well enough that you still feel that emotional impact when they're going through it. You know what's coming, though. If you've seen a Rocky movie, you fucking know the story beats by heart by that point. Where you're just like, oh, this is when he does it. Yep.
Montage.
Yep. Where's the training montage?
Wait, are they training montages?
Yes, there's one. There's one. Yeah.
Listen, they have to keep that in the movies.
They do.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
It's like James Bond getting like.
Don't get us started because Rob and I put Irving down the training montage train for fucking Rocky 4 before. I think it was when Rob reviewed when he went to see it at the theater.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I saw a couple more episodes of Attack on Titan. I'm not going to review it fully. I just wanted to mention it. I'm a little addicted. I might go watch another episode as soon as we're done here. So.
Told you, man, yo, that show is actually addictive. Like,
and as Irving put it was after a traumatizing event after, and Pedro told me, he's like, yeah, don't fall in love with anybody. I'm like, so this,
that's what I said.
I was like, so this is basically the Game of Thrones of anime.
Yeah,
Very much.
I said that. It's like, and then you're like, all right.
And I just want to touch upon, I did go see Alita again in 3D. The 3D is good. It's not the mind-blowing that they were trying to sell it as. It's not Avatar.
3D. Those are coming out next summer. Not this summer, the one after.
Not even the summer. It's going to be December.
December?
Yeah.
What is?
December 2020 is the next Avatar film.
Son of a bitch.
Damn.
It was supposed to be this year, but yeah, that's another. But yeah, it's still a fantastic movie. I love the fight scenes. This is probably the most anime I've seen a movie go. Mm-hmm. Where
They kept it.
They kept it pretty animated. They changed the stuff they changed
So
about. Yeah,
Okay. So the money was there.
yeah, it was.
Like, I'm okay. Like, all right, so we're like, let's just say manga and comics, right?
Yeah.
Same
It's the
genre.
same, yeah.
Same genre. Like, Watchmen changed a lot.
Watchmen
They changed the ending piece
They changed
because of the alien. thing.
No, I love the Watchmen. One of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
My thing is, it would have probably sucked if they would have kept the giant fucking psycho squid thing.
Yeah.
It would have sucked. Nobody. It would have. I would have loved it.
like.
I would have loved it if they would have kept that.
Trying to get
I
it.
want Watchmen movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's one.
Have you read the comic?
Not fully.
Right.
Yeah,
so
you see,
at the end of the comic and the end of the movie are two different things.
Yeah, like they that's the one thing they changed. The main thing they changed about in the movie from the comics was the ending.
Gotcha.
And it
Like
makes sense
I mean, it's
to change
still
it for a movie.
it's still basically when you really think about it, it's still basically
Really
the same point. You still get the same point to an ending. It's just they changed the way they went about it.
And I mean, I'm okay with change when it's like that. That's what I'm trying to.
And like what I was saying, from like Alita, from what I've seen and from what I've read, just like reading like articles about like the manga and everything. The thing that they changed the most was the city. But they made it more lively, like more different types of people.
Like they didn't drawn it out.
No.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so it looks like an actual lived-in city in the future.
Yeah, because the city in the comic is grimy.
Yeah, it's dark. It still has like that dark sense, but it still feels like people can live there. You know, like it just feels like a ghetto area.
Yeah,
Like,
okay, I get it. I get that. I'm cool with that. I have to watch the movie.
yeah, like the whole controversy with the eye thing is stupid. Like 5 minutes into the movie, you don't even
What, the
realize
fact that
it.
her eyes are huge?
Yeah.
Well, that's how she is. That's
I
how.
know.
That's how
Why was that a problem?
Because people need to bitch about things.
like, why isn't she Asian? Why her eyes are? And by the way, there are Asian people that have round eyes.
I know.
That's a real thing.
Yes, I have
Aunt
friends
Chinitos
like
look
that.
like they're squinting.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. That was
The opinions of one do not reflect.
You know what I mean? Like everybody who's Asian doesn't look the same. I'm not racist, damn.
But my favorite thing is the main guy character, Hugo, in this movie. He looks so much like Robert Rodriguez. Like his whole attire is the director Robert Rodriguez's attire with the fucking bandana, the leather jacket.
Oh, really?
Riding a motorcycle. I'm like, dude, you just put yourself as the main character. One of the main characters in this fucking movie. It's just hilarious when you think about it because you're like, dude, he looks like the director. You look up the director and you're like, yeah, he's just.
When we get another Desperado movie, a right one, not with Johnny Depp in it.
No, that was he went off the rails for a while. This one is just bring it back again.
That's what I'm saying. Bring it back to.
I mean, some complaints. I mean, I reviewed it last week, but some small complaints is they try to put too much from the manga in. Like, I think this movie combines the first 3 story arcs of the manga.
Okay.
So that it gets a little jumbled up there where they're trying to get too much information out there. And
They gotta start picking anime or mangas or whatever that have short stories.
yeah,
Because the thing is, the main ones, like, I mean, there's so much basis out there. Like something small, it's like a couple chapters. You know what I would like to see, which is not a manga, but I would love to see a Usagi, the bunny samurai guy.
Oh yes.
That would be an awesome freaking movie.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to do it.
I'm more of a Samurai Champloo. I would love to see it in live action.
I don't think it would work.
I think it would.
It wouldn't work because I don't know. I don't think it would work. I think they should leave that. But they wouldn't. Have you read Usagi? It's like a fable. So take a fable, like the animals, like the typical animals that you'd see in a fable, rabbits, horses, and stuff like that.
Wascally wabbits.
And then put it in feudal Japan with all the grimy, direct griminess from feudal Japan. People getting their head chopped off, honor killings, samurai.
Wasn't he created by the same guy who created Ninja Turtles?
Exactly. God bless that guy.
Because I remember he was in the cartoon back when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's why.
But now because they've taken the Ninja Turtles such cartoony,
it's not canon anymore.
Yeah.
Like that, whatever. Yeah.
All right, but now let's get to our actual review for today. Umbrella Academy.
Loved it.
Hated it. Not just kidding.
Hated it. Oh my god, I was watching that the other day. Playing.
I've only seen the first 3 episodes. Irving's seen about 8, I believe.
I've watched the whole thing and completed it.
Twice.
Twice.
You saw it twice?
So I have no job right now. I have nothing better to do.
Irving, this is his job right now.
This is my only job.
There's the only...
Send me $1 to not go on welfare. You wanna laugh?
I'm thinking, I can't think that far back. The first 3 episodes, they were annoying.
Yeah, you see,
I actually like the first 3 episodes.
I thought it was slow.
but it's slow. That's because you only seen the first 3 episodes. When you actually get to the good stuff, it picks up.
No, I read the summary of the comics and I've skimmed through them, but I've never actually sat down and read them.
I've never read the comic.
I've never read the comic.
I did read this summarization just so
I like Dark Horse because I like the Dark Horse. I got some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know if it's Dark Horse, it's gonna be.
Yeah, no, this is Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance is the creator of this series. Not the TV show, the actual comic series.
Yeah.
He wrote it.
He was in My Chemical Romance.
He's the lead singer.
The lead singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a singer of My Chemical Romance.
Oh, that's dope.
That's why those guys. That's why they have those masks that look like that because that looks like his type of style.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's all based on his style of stuff.
The powers are pretty weird.
But that was just.
I like the rumor though. That's actually a pretty cool power.
Yeah,
it's like hypnotism, but.
No, because it's not hypnotism. It stays in her head.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't go away ever. So whatever she recommends or says,
I heard a rumor
that's stuck in that person's head forever. That's part of it codes into their cerebral brain, neurons or whatever. It stays in there.
Let's get into
It's not suggestion. It's rewriting. It's Inception. She's Inception.
It's a okay.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Get Kim to watch that movie.
Writing down. Yeah, right. My ass. What is this? What's going on?
Think
Damn,
about
wait.
the doctor.
I feel like he's getting a lot of bullshit for being an asshole, and he's not. I think somebody that I get he's
an asshole. Like,
he's an asshole.
Well, I do know what he really is from the comic spoilers.
That's what I'm saying. Like I after a while, I realized, okay, wait a minute. Like I did some math. Like I did some math. Like it takes place in 2019.
Yeah.
Right in 1898. That's when he went to the building and like I don't know if you're there. Where there's like a cutscene where he buys the building. It's just showing him
buys the kid.
No, when he buys the umbrella.
I haven't.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
I'll probably get it. Okay.
No, it's like right around where you are, so that's why I was. So I did the math. It's like it's 1898, and then the thing's taking place in 2019. So I was like, it's 121 years. Fuck, and then it goes off to more exposition about what like.
Did they ever explain in the show? Because
no,
what he is.
He's not from. Damn, I don't want to fucking ruin it for you.
He's an alien.
He's not from this. He's not from this plane.
I knew that from the summary. If you read the summary of the comic, that's like one of the first fucking lines it reads on there.
Oh really? That's fucked up. Then if they do that.
He's an alien.
No. I mean, it makes because like he's on. There's like a thing where he's talking about his first. It's right when she. When Seven starts realizing about how.
Well, because 5 realizes like, yo, how did he know? Like, he knew that everything was gonna happen because he like. So like I'm in a position where like. They're talking. I don't want to spoil it too much. You know. Well, like he's talking. Like 5 is talking. He's like, well, if he really did what he did to get us back together, he knew that it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Because
but he can't.
That's because Klaus goes back when Klaus.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what 5 is saying. 5 is saying that what happened.
5 says that after Klaus lets him know that he did that because. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So how did he know? You know what I'm saying? So that's when you're like, this is like.
But it makes sense though.
If you've seen the episode, you can actually keep up with what we're saying, and you would understand.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
But then how would he know? Because he can't,
Well, that's the thing. We don't. That's the thing about this show that kind of annoyed me is that we did all this build up and it's just a giant prologue.
Because I think they just it's such a weird show, which is part of what I love. Like,
no, it's great.
First of all, let's begin with the beginning.
Like
47.
Yeah.
Or was it 43?
43. It's 43.
43.
I saw all three episodes last night, so to tell you I'm not into it.
So what the fuck happened to the other ones? You know what I'm saying? We're missing what?
Well, that was kind of the joke is that 30. he tried to go around and get them all, and then they're like, but he only got 7.
Well, the thing is that he was going up to people who just had kids and were like, I'll buy that. That's what he pretty much did. You can understand that not many people would be like, here's the baby that I just immaculately concepted right here. Like that's pretty much what happened.
That was a fucked up scene.
Okay, word. Like I get that part. But also, they have powers. Like there's,
but they don't know this at the time.
There's like 36 other people, that are walking around with powers, and you're like, what the fuck? Well, they have to know that they have powers because they're like famous.
Like I said, I'm only on the 3rd episode. But
but this has nothing to do with
I know, but I'm just saying because you're saying like they all have powers, and they're saying that Ellen Page's character doesn't, which I know it's total bullshit.
You realize at the beginning of that.
I know in the beginning. I know.
There's no reason why they don't focus on her because it's awesome how she thinks it doesn't. Like once you realize how the fuck she realized that happened to her.
But then you realize why they do it, and then you're like, yeah.
But no. I think it was completely idiotic what they did with her.
Bro.
I feel like she's justified to being as pissed as she is. Really, honestly,
bro, she's
fuck that.
psycho.
Good, she deserves to be psycho because
she's fucking psycho.
At every point, they had a choice to help her, and they decided to be. No, but the thing is, they had the fucking asshole doctor guy who.
That's why he's an asshole.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm agreeing with you with. Is that he had a point where he could have been a little bit more supportive instead of being such a cold. I understand he didn't know how to figure it out, but the reason why he isolated her so much is because the other kids resented her. Because they thought that she was weak. If you would have like, hey, listen, this bitch is fucking crazy. We gotta fucking, be cool with her. Everybody, the shit that how it happened wouldn't have happened. They all probably would have been all got together and fucking figured this shit out.
Bro. They didn't know, like.
But now when they're grown ass,
they were 4 years old, bro. Like when they're 4 years old, like. They didn't know like what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in their mind, they never knew.
I don't want to spoil shit. I really don't. Like
it's already
finish it.
No, but yeah, like I was just saying.
I'm coming back next week. Trust me.
I'm gonna finish.
Coming back next week.
Oh God.
But yeah, like I was saying, what her thing is like it's just I could tell. And the other thing is, another thing with the comic summary, I stopped because they also got into like descriptions of the characters,
yeah.
So I stopped before that. I just read the quick summary. It explained why their numbers mean, and apparently it means by their power set. Mm-hmm. It's like. They want you to think it's the opposite way around. That number one's the strongest, all the way to seven. They're like, nope, it's the opposite way around.
Yeah, he's the weak mind. He's the most weak minded of all of them too. I hate number one. I really don't like him as a character.
You don't like Gorilla Boy?
I fucking hate Fake Beast Man.
Yeah.
Like I fucking hate him. Like I really he was the one character that I hated the most out of all of them.
At least I got to that point to figure out why he has
You know what pissed me off, Ben?
About him being dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's hilarious that he's dead.
He should have been alive.
But it doesn't matter. Fuck my life.
Never mind.
He wants to get into a better movie.
No, because they can go back in time and...
Alright, so Pedro, 1 to 10, what do you give?
I give it a 9.
Pretty good.
Because I want more.
Yeah.
So when the second season comes out, and if it's good, I'll give it a 10. But right now,
it'll definitely get a second season. It's getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8.
From what you've seen so far, I'm not gonna rate. I'm only 3 episodes.
No, I like because like there's some like weird shit like and then like it's a slow build up. Like there's a lot of talking.
It's a lot of slow build.
It's a lot of talking, but I don't find it slow. Like sometimes there's certain shows I watch.
Hazel and Cha-Cha are my favorite characters.
Fucking Hazel, man. Like his love story.
Yeah, she's
like,
by the way,
like cutest thing like ever.
By the way, Hazel is the main serial killer from Mindhunters, and I was like, okay, cool.
So it's Mary J. Blige.
He's the dude in the chair, like
the guy with he fucks like his mom's throat. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, like
yeah. Better get that young before it turns into mom. That's him. Yeah. You didn't realize that?
Now that I hear him, I was like, oh
now
shit.
the voice is the same. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
they picked the perfect guy for that.
Tune in next week for my final review of Umbrella Academy.
I can't wait.
And Rob's review because he's seen the whole thing already. Too.
I'm probably gonna start watching it again so it's fresh in my head.
He keeps calling it X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Well, you would understand why.
Look, I get it because you already get like an X-Men vibe out of it. So.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's in when Gerard Way wrote it. I'm pretty sure that was like in his head.
You can't say he wasn't influenced by it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that
as every eats and speaks.
What I'm saying is that you would understand why he would call it the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
She is psycho. That's what I gotta say.
All right, well, we'll end it on there, and we'll get into our trailers here. Our first trailer is for a new Netflix original movie called The Dirt.
The Dirt? Is it a baseball movie?
No.
Is it a football movie?
No.
It's about the dirt, bro. Oh, this is the Molly Crew movie.
It could have happened to anybody.
Is that Kiss?
No, Molly Crew.
It happened to us.
Who's Molly Crew?
Oh, God.
See what I have to deal with sometimes?
The new band is going to be something nobody's ever seen before.
Oh, my God, those are my pants.
But they look so much better on me.
We got a runaway, a kid drummer, an old man.
Let's just play it.
A cover band singer.
You say you're gonna be a rock star.
What do you think?
Holy shit.
If we want to knock people on their asses, then we've got to give them a show. I'm tired rocking like a stadium show in the clubs. The fans, they're dying for some anarchy. So let's give it to them. I work for Electro Records. You guys like a record deal?
I had managed the Scorpions, Bon Jovi, Skid Row, Kiss, but I had never been through what Motley Crue put me through.
I am sick and tired of not having any fun. Everything's upside down and flip-flopping.
Motley Crue, no strangers to controversy.
Vince Neil was charged with vehicular manslaughter.
Tommy Lee and Heather Locklear have separated.
It's a degenerative bone disease.
Nikki Sixx has overdosed.
I know it's not gonna be easy, but I believe in you guys.
Win it all or lose it all. We are Motley Crue.
I'm watching this. Motley Crue, here all week.
So this is an actual band with like some Bohemian Rhapsody type shit?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know Motley Crue?
No.
I never met anybody like that.
I've been to a Motley Crue concert, so
So they're recent? They're a recent band?
no,
80s
they're
hair
an 80s band.
80s hair band. Right? Is that what they call the hair band?
Yes, they were hair metal is what their style was.
Why is it called hair band?
Because everybody had the fucking teased hair.
That's retarded.
Yeah, they've had their whole career has been a crazy fucking story. So.
Yeah, Tommy Lee was the guy who did the sex tape with Pamela Anderson.
Or you could say it made sex tapes famous.
Yeah.
Because nobody really made that were a thing until like.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Vince Neil is known for being a drunk and getting into a car accident and killing one of his best friends who was in the car with him because he was drunk driving and speeding.
How did he not get life in jail?
He was
80s.
He almost got a vehicular manslaughter charge, but
That's like
I don't know how he got out.
That's
of it.
kind of like I don't want to talk about.
I think he got out.
I'm not talking about this right now.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of like got probation or something out of it.
It happens.
And then I got the Mickey Mars, who's the guitarist, who has like this, which was the reason I went to see them when they got back together. He has this debilitating like spinal disease that he can't really move. So what they had like in the comeback tour, they had like this guitar set up where it's like on a stick stand where he could actually just play it and not have to move around so much. Then there's the infamous Nikki Sixx, who the only guy who was legally considered dead and came back to life from a heroin overdose.
Really?
Yes. He's the only guy I've heard of ever did that where it's like...
Is he like clean now?
Yeah, he's clean now.
Took a long time, but...
Yeah. But yeah, they've had like this crazy fucking career. Surprised you don't know who they are because they have like a ton of songs that people play all the fucking time.
Like which one?
See, there's Girls, 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 Dr. Feelgood.
Which is about heroin.
Yeah. Yeah, they're drug dealer.
Isn't
So they're all heroin addicts?
I believe they all were at one point, yeah. And
Anyways.
yeah, they have a bunch of songs in it.
Actually, it
I
actually
really like this type of movies.
The
This like
docudramas.
Biopics.
Yes,
Yeah,
biopics.
I mean, it's
Well,
good.
look,
It's
Even Motley Crue, the actual band, freaking wrote in their comment board, fucking, we can't wait for you guys to see this 2 days ago.
that's pretty awesome.
Word.
I mean, you listen to people, you listen to music, and you want to know how these people live their lives. It's
but-
everybody's nosy. I mean, you know what I
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. It's just like the genre, I guess, is not what I'm into. You get what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't mind watching like a Jay-Z type thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, man.
You know, like, yeah, I used to sell drugs. They're like, all right, that's dope. Let's see how that happened. You know?
Yeah, but you watch the Biggie movie.
I like that movie.
You watched the Tupac movie?
I did not see the Tupac movie.
Oh, you did?
No, I didn't.
It was.
This is this thing. Everybody told me it was bad. I'm like, I ain't going to see it no matter how much that guy looked like
I
Tupac.
watched it because it was on HBO and it cost me nothing because I already paid for the damn
It
bill.
was called All Eyes on Me, and there were absolutely no eyes on you.
Plus, that movie was delayed for like 3 years before it ever actually was released.
It was really bad. They could have made a better movie.
No, of course they
I
could
think it
have.
was like the whole legal troubles that they had with that movie.
It was because it was like Daz Dillinger wouldn't allow them to use one of the songs he produced. You know, it was like one of Tupac's biggest songs. So they're like, we kind of need the song for the movie, bro.
He's like, fuck y'all, you're not using my song.
He's like, no. He's like, you got to pay me this much. And I guess he was asking for like a ton of fucking money
He's
for
like,
it.
whatever.
Apparently, they ended up giving it to him because they ended up releasing the film. So,
Word.
all right, get on to our next trailer. All seem to be looking forward to The Dirt on March 22nd on Netflix. Our next trailer is actually right up here. The new Rocketmen trailer.
Minimums and fees seem to be the
Right after this
foundation
Capital
of your
One
typical
commercial.
bank.
Capital One! They're not sponsoring us, so don't do this shit!
That's why we designed savings.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't giving nobody free publicity. Motherfucker, give me $1 for a Lambo. I don't got a job right now.
Another musical biopic.
I just love that.
See, what am I watching this one?
Did you know who?
No,
it's not.
I could hear the whole tune in my head. It was all there, I could see all the notes, and I just had to get it out.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside.
What did you say your name was again?
My name is
Reggie!
Reginald Dwight.
Reginald. That's my granddad's name.
So how does a fat boy from nowhere get to be a soul man?
Gotta kill the person you were born to be in order to become the person you want to be.
I'm thinking of changing my name to Elton. But that's my name. Yeah, I know.
You can be the best-selling artist in America if you desire. I was trying to do something bold. Why are you still something flashy?
Can you even play the piano in those?
Let them know who you are. And just don't kill yourself with drugs.
So how does it feel to be a star? It's never gonna last. Let's just enjoy it while we can.
No sleeping arrangements, kiddo. All of this is gone.
I just hope you realize you're choosing a life of being alone forever.
Don't we want to just sing without this ridiculous paraphernalia?
People don't pay to see Reg Dwight. They pay to see Elton John.
Sorry. I know.
Do you even care how much pressure I'm under?
Not really. I'll still be collecting my 20% long after you've killed yourself. Maybe I should have tried to be more ordinary.
You were never ordinary.
What a shy little boy you were. Look at you now.
It's funny that he's paying Elton John after he saved him in Kingsman 2.
And he sang one of his songs in Sing.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Because he played the gorilla character in Sing. So you could see he was kind of destined to play the role.
Yeah, he did. Maybe that was a part of it.
Friends.
But yeah, I like the way. Here's the funny thing about this is the guy who's directing this is the guy who finished directing Bohemian Rhapsody when Bryan Singer left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he was the guy they originally wanted to direct Bohemian Rhapsody because they liked his take on it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something happened or whatever that I guess he had already taken another job. It might have been this for all we know. So he was kind of like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So, but he ended up coming in at the last minute because Bryan Singer went missing the last 2 weeks of filming. So he came and finished the film. But yeah,
Bryan Singer's like, I got paid. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, he's probably.
Yeah, he's probably getting sued.
Yeah, he's probably getting some other. He's been accused multiple times of touching young men while filming stuff. So.
Yeah, go burn in hell if that's true.
Yep. So they're forcing them to do stuff because he's a director or whatever.
You sick fuck. If he did that, allegedly.
Yes,
right,
right now, right? But it's happened multiple times. He's been sued multiple times. He seems to keep getting away with it.
Yeah, but now you wait.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like one he's going to get away
Don't
with.
drop the soap. There's a lot of young men in jail.
But yeah, this movie looks just as interesting. I love the take they're going with, where they're going more of like kind of fantasy, letting you get into like his brain a little more.
Because Elton John and a lot of stuff, he's known as a diva.
Yeah, well, one of the most flamboyant performers in his early career. Yeah. Not so much as he got older, he mellowed out a little bit, but
it's the circle. Okay.
Yeah. let's not go there. All right, now let's get on to the news. We're going to start this off a little depressing, but we saw it coming a mile away. Netflix officially cancels The Punisher and Jessica Jones. The last season of Jessica Jones will still air as planned.
Out of all those shows, Jessica Jones is the only one that I actually like.
Dude, Jessica Jones was the worst show.
It's the only one I like. I don't. You can say what you want. I'm just saying it's the only one that I like. I didn't say it was the best one.
Listen, if you're saying Jessica Jones is the worst show, then I don't know. Have you really seen Iron Fist?
Iron Fist is stupid.
All right, never mind.
No, that's what I was saying. Okay, remember that thing we were talking about, like whitewashing shit?
Yeah.
Earlier. Boom. Thank you. Iron Fist would have probably made more sense if the kid was Asian, but then I realized, and then instead of landing in a kung fu shit, he would have landed in like a boxing thing in Detroit. Would have been awesome.
You know, I think they have that.
Would have made more sense.
But
nah, if
the comic book is white. Yeah, but they should have. Which I know Marvel's working on a film of it now. Was
Netflix doesn't need Marvel though.
Not anymore. No,
they really don't. I mean,
they did at the time. They did the deal.
Yeah.
They needed to get more eyes on there, but now. I know Disney's trying to play the hardball of like that, but Netflix is like
Disney's gonna lose out on this. You know why?
Why?
Are you gonna sign up to the? Well,
I might. Well, we got more.
Well, that's just you. But are you? Yeah, I asked the wrong person. I asked George.
You asked the guy who has like 30 subscription services upstairs.
Damn it. Yo, by the way, we're gonna talk about the Amazon Prime one. I forget about that. Would you sign up for the Disney streaming service?
Nope.
Well, I'm not. Because I have Netflix.
But you got a girlfriend who wants to. She
can sign up for what she wants. I don't need to. She ain't gonna sign up. She didn't sign up for Hulu either.
She don't need to sign up for Hulu. I have Hulu.
I know a job. I can't be signing up. I'm so happy.
This new story is nothing surprising about it. We all knew it was coming. We were kind of just in the wait.
We've been talking about it for a year.
Well, after they canceled the other shows, everybody's like, all right, so when they canceling Punisher? When they canceling Jessica Jones?
Luke Cage was good for the first season, I think.
I have not finished the second season.
I didn't bother to watch the second season.
Luke Cage?
Yeah.
I like season 2.
I hear it's pretty good. Like him and Rob said it's pretty good, but it's like for me it's kind of hard to get through. I love the first season though, but I think that might have to do more with Marshala Ali, who played the villain. Forget what his name was. He wasn't the main villain.
No, he played.
He played the villain for most of the series, and then towards the end, the other guy showed up. He was like the gangster leader. He gets killed off like half.
On the first season?
Yeah.
Yeah, then before the
Cottonmouth. There we go. But yeah, because he's just a fantastic. He's in Alito actually also. So.
Oh yeah, I saw him. Yeah. I saw the trailer.
But yeah, he's just a fantastic actor. So I think he brought a lot of gravitas, if you want to say, to the show.
It was fucking great, and I don't know why. I think he left because he had to do a movie or something like that.
Yeah, his movie career is blowing up. So, I mean, he's doing True Detective season 3 now. So,
yo, I gotta start watching that. I love True Detective.
Yeah, and apparently they say it's just as good as the first season so far.
Ooh,
so
that's a good thing. I gotta watch it.
I haven't watched any of them yet. It was always interesting, but it's just finding time.
I think I watched the one with Woody.
That was the first season. It was Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking. And that shit gets dark. That show gets dark, bro. Like, you're like, fuck? Was this a documentary? Like, this can't be a fake. This has to be real. Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Next news report. After rumors of her being out of Suicide Squad 2, new reports indicate that Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn will indeed be in the James Gunn directed sequel.
Yay! I thought Suicide Squad sucked.
I thought it was fun. I didn't take it very seriously though.
I think I've never watched the whole thing.
I've watched it a couple times. I own it, so that's just me.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
That movie was garbage.
Irving's a self-described DC hater, but DC's his favorite comics. So it's like,
I am a hard critic. That's what I like.
oh, you love everything.
There's so much potential for DC.
He's a hard critic. I don't think
keep fucking up, man.
Here's the thing. Irving's a hard critic. I don't think he's ever giving anything below a 7.
Except DC.
No, that's bullshit. That is bullshit.
We're gonna have to go back.
The point is that Suicide Squad was garbage. Okay, there were so many plot holes in that thing.
Oh, there is. There's a ton. See, there's certain movies where it's gonna be bad, so I'm like, let me judge this on the fun factor instead. Let me see if I actually have fun with the characters. I had fun with the characters. I don't think the story was any good. They could have did without their super CGI villain at the end too, but whatever. James Gunn's directing the sequel, so who cares? Guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy films.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right. You look like, huh?
It's Suicide Squad, so I'm like gonna be like that. Sorry.
But I think the only characters that are coming back from the first one are the only two characters that actually had chemistry, which was Harley Quinn and Will Smith. Yeah, I think all the other guys are gonna be like
come back dressed as a genie.
Completely new people, probably completely new characters.
Yeah. Oh, James Gunn already said that. I think
Croc supposed to be in there?
He was.
Croc was.
No, Croc wasn't supposed to be in there. It was somebody else.
Yeah,
Croc was added.
Yeah, they wanted. I think it might have been King Shark that they wanted.
King Shark was there.
No, he wasn't.
Huh?
He wasn't in.
He was there.
He was in. Croc was in the movie. King Shark
isn't Simon? No, Simon Grundy is not in.
I thought King Shark was in there.
No.
Clayface is in it. Wasn't it Clayface?
No, it was not Clayface.
Fuck, I thought it was
Croc. Killer Croc was in the movie.
No, but Killer Croc was somebody they added because they wanted somebody else.
Yeah.
They could put somebody else in. That's what I thought. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever.
Next news story. Alita does slightly better than expected. It has a chance to become profitable, but needs about 500 million worldwide to break even.
How much?
500 million.
Where are they right now?
Right now, this is from the weekend gross extended weekend. They went at 47 million domestic. Foreign plus foreign is 103 million.
Bullshit.
500 million is a lot.
I know.
That's like like a Batman, like
But that's worldwide. Is 100 million. So.
But to break even,
they want 500 million worldwide, or they want
worldwide. They need to make over 500 million to be profit to make money back, counting advertisement fees and everything.
Jesus, that movie must be amazing. Look.
It's 100. It was 170 million to film.
But why are they blaming the bad thing on it?
Because the trailers weren't enticing. Because even me watching the trailers, I was like, oh.
But the movie is actually good.
Yes, the movie.
So
movie is better than what the advertisements show.
So it's marketing.
Yes, it's marketing failed.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, marketing failed.
As long as it's not like an artistic fail, then I'm good.
No, I think they got across what they wanted to. It's anime that the thing is with Alita is more of like a diehard anime fans type of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, see, I mean,
it's more.
I like it because I want to watch it, and I'm not. I didn't know Alita was like that type of thing.
Oh yeah, but it was. I think the manga is better known than the anime because I tried to look up the anime and it was rough to watch.
I've only read the first 6 books. I think I read something like that.
I might go and buy some after watch the movie.
They're pretty good. First one, I was in the school library, and I was going to a library that had anime in it, that actually had manga books in it, and I was reading, and I was like, I don't got shit to do in class right now. Just grab this book. I grabbed the first Usagi, and I grabbed that. I remember that's why I got into Usagi. Yeah, on that same day. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta go to Borders and see. Notice I just said Borders.
Yes.
I used to go to Borders.
You know what was the first book I bought at Borders?
I don't. That's why I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Shaman King. I bought the first volume of Shaman King.
Oh, damn.
Bro,
all right.
I love Shaman King.
On to our next story.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan has a series being developed for Disney Plus.
Nope.
So they already have one Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, that's already being filmed. They have a couple Marvel series coming to Disney Plus.
They better put all that money that they have into some good shit so people can be proud about it.
No, they are, because these series are all reportedly to cost in the hundreds of millions of dollars. So
you know what it is? It's
like Disney is putting money.
There's gonna be a big hole after Game of Thrones for something riveting.
Yes, there is.
I
like how much money they're spending on this stuff, but
I don't.
the world is dying and it's completely fine.
What? Why are you bringing this shit up, bro?
He went political on us.
Wait. No, we're not
rabbit hole.
Forward!
Onward.
Joel's already.
On to our next story.
For the price of a cup of subscription to Netflix, you can get
We're gonna see that commercial from Irving one day. You too can help the children.
Like, damn, you don't want to.
But don't forget to watch my movie.
Shit. God.
Next news story. Trolls already review bombing Captain Marvel's Rotten Tomatoes user score. Fuck trolls.
So trolls already like bad reviewing Captain Marvel without them.
Yeah, because they mistook what she said in an interview. Because she said in an interview that, because they asked her, they're like, oh, how's your press stuff been so far? She just said, she's like, I notice a lot of like middle-aged white males here, and I want more inclusivity of people who are my reviewers.
To go, for the
interviewer, because she wants to see like more blacks, more females, you know.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
People were taking it as like, oh, she just doesn't want white male. She wants all women in there or something.
So all those stupid
fucking...
so
all those idiots.
The problem?
All the guys who have to be super macho about everything got their feelings hurt.
Do they feel offended?
Yeah, so they're all going in there and they're like, we're going to make people think this movie's terrible. The movie's not even out yet. How are you reviewing this? It's like...
watching be the best movie ever. And
it's no, because they just had the press screening and the early reviews are pretty damn good.
I have no reason to think that movie's gonna suck at all. So, fuck that. These people are stupid.
Yeah,
they're trolls, and fuck them. I hope they all get fucking scabies on their faces.
And now this next news story it dropped yesterday. It's just funny to me because I can't picture it. It combines two things I love, which is films and wrestling. And we have a big wrestling biopic coming out this weekend that I plan on going to see.
Oh, dude, I'm going to see that.
Fighting with my family, yes. But this one, Chris Hemsworth to portray Hulk Hogan in biopic directed by Tom Phillips. Can we see Chris Hemsworth coming up to the microphone? Let me tell you something, brother.
Does anybody know where my hammer is? Can he pull off that accent? Like
he can do American accent, yeah. But it's like it's not even that. It's like he's big.
It's gotta be a comedy, bro. Because that cannot be like.
But it's like Chris Hemsworth's big. But he ain't Hulk Hogan big. You know, like Hulk Hogan in his
trainer.
Damn, he's probably bulking up right now. He's probably taking that protein.
I know, but he
because like he complained. The Rock did that big bulk from like what was that movie they did in 2003?
If the Rock was a little bit lighter skinned, it probably would have been the Rock. What? Who else would you think? You think? Fuck you guys. You know I'm right.
The Rock playing Hulk Hogan.
It would be hilarious. Be the Hulk.
But it's like one of the main things Chris Hemsworth didn't really want to do Thor too much anymore was the workout. Because he said the food is terrible, pretty much. You know, having to work out like for 3 hours a day, fucking every day a week. He's like,
I wouldn't want to do that.
Damn,
he's like, dude, but he's got a wife and kids. You know, he wants to spend time with. And
that's a hot wife and kid.
You just say,
Damn, wait,
you
hot
just say,
wife?
yeah.
Damn, bro. You gotta cut that one. Like, you need a comma or something.
He has a hot wife, comma,
and
kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you said that all as a run-on sentence, and people are gonna misunderstand that. So just to let you know, he just met the wife. The kids, he don't give a fuck about. Sorry, George.
Oh God. Okay.
Hot wife.
Let's just get into this next one.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't even know how to say the guy's name right. Jesse Smollett. Him and his
that guy's
whole
a fuck.
situation.
That guy's the fucking.
He just turned himself in this morning as we were recording the show.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's an idiot and the fucking thing.
Well, like, can you give him a break? Okay.
What do you mean? No.
How bad that his career wasn't going anywhere. Okay.
Fuck him. Fuck his career. I can't wait to see him work at McDonald's. That fucking idiot. Because of all the bullshit that's going on in this country, this fucker decided to be narcissistic. Oh, I want to be the... Because there's actually people that this shit is happening to, and now they're not going to get the fucking recognition because some pseudo fucking celebrity bitch ass motherfucker decided to be like, oh, I want everybody to do... I got a little letter one time, I got hate mail, and nobody wanted to listen to me, so now I got my ass moved by two dudes that were just trying to make a check because they only got paid $3,000. They went to jail for that shit too. Like, they can get fucked over too because he's a fucking retard. Sorry for the use of retards to people who have a handicap, but that guy is fucking mentally fucking doubled over and retarded. Like, that guy is stupid. The shit he did had no basis for nothing.
Facts.
Like, it was just wrong. Like, this guy is an idiot. It's not because he wanted his message out. It's because he wanted fucking attention. Nobody does something like that for fucking, oh, my people are going through some shit. Well, oh, I got this one too.
He sounds loud and clear.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, he had, like, there was just no, like, oh, this guy is a dog. And now the people that society is trying to be like, hey, you guys are all fucking wrong, are gonna use this as fuel against the shit that's going on. So what he did was like set people back fucking now 20 fucking years.
No, what he just did...
he's such a fucking...
What he just did is they got... And I know we
made the road harder for people that...
But like, I know we tried not to get too political on this show for stuff, but... He just gave Trump another presidency.
Like, that shit...
That's literally what he just did.
Fuck. Like, I wouldn't say that. I'm not that fucking dark and brooding over here.
He did, because now everything...
Yeah, because it's true, because all the people... Do you have people who are Trump supporters on your Facebook or social media?
I don't have a Facebook.
I do have one on Facebook who's a coworker.
Okay, I have people who are all, like, I want to say alt-right people, but they tend to understand, like, you know how, like, some people go, oh, at least they have a point, kind of people, like, they don't really know what the... No, I'm trying to say this as...
The fuck up.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm trying to say this as not being an asshole and being more of an educator. I have those people, and those people on my Facebook right now are the ones sharing his mugshot. Because you know why? Because now when next time something does happen,
oh, but look at this.
They're gonna pull out the because most of the people who support this shit are dumb fucks. It's a proven fact that they're uneducated, like they're just really not smart people.
I work in New Hampshire, dude. I more northern New Hampshire than
like these are people that have no brains, and now they have a basis to talk about. Oh, see, this all
they just have. Like,
they're gonna use it. It's not for them. An excuse is all they need, bro. That guy fucked up his whole, like, if he was even, like, the thing is that he's a black gay guy, and he just set black and gay people back. When black and gay people need the most fucking support right now. And even Spanish people too, I'm just saying, but you know what I mean, like... Sorry,
we got Roma.
Like, fuck, yeah, we got Roma, so we get it, yeah. But, yeah, fuck that guy. I hope he gets... I really do hope that he... I don't want... It just sucks. Like, like when I first heard this story, I felt like it was bullshit. Because in society now, shit doesn't happen like that, really. Like you have to be
like if he just said that he got beaten up. But the whole noose thing, I was like,
that's too. I felt like it was too much. I never commented. This is the first time, like, if you ever looked, that I'm actually talking about the situation with anybody. Like, I never talked about it with like friends or nothing like. I never thought about it because it just seemed like probably
factor now, bro.
Too good or anything like that. Like, it was just weird to talk about. But. Like and then when shit was started, like, oh, two random people just grabbed them and fucking beat the shit out of them. Like, racist white people don't do that shit.
How quick they found those two?
Sorry.
How quick they found those two. But like it's amazing. Oh, we're never gonna find them. The city's too big. I was like, oh wait, by the way, there they are.
Yeah, they actually worked on the show. Dumbass. Oh my god. This guy's a fucking loser.
Now, to play the devil's advocate, right?
Uh-huh.
Word.
Okay.
I completely agree with what you're saying.
I know and I have a feeling what you're gonna say.
Say it. Say it first.
Is it so? Are you gonna go through the aspect of like, oh, he's just trying to bring attention to the shit that's going on?
No.
Okay, because if you said that, I'm gonna be like, that's not how you do it.
No.
You talk about it. You don't fucking pay two fucking big black dudes that work with you to beat the shit out of you and they give you $3,000.
What I was gonna say is that in situations
white
like
people
this,
don't like white people can just jump. We all fucked this in this.
No. What I'm saying.
Obama can't go for president.
Word. No. What I'm trying to say, to play the devil's advocate, in situations like this, right? You would hear so little about what's going on. You know, it's like they have a super tight lid on it. You would not hear anything like that when things like this actually happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes to this situation, everybody was out there with the news, and you know, it was like everything falsely accused came out super quick out. You know, and like they try to paint him as a villain. Now, I'm not saying what he did wasn't wrong, because what he did was wrong. You get what I'm saying? But they were so quick to like, you know, paint him.
Well, you got like a martyr. They were martyrs. He was going himself as a martyr, but you gotta understand that he did at the time that what's going on right now.
Okay, but like everything would have come out if everything just blows up all at once. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you know, Justice Smollett, you know, like the news come out all at once. Like, oh, by the way, this dude is lying. We have the proof right here. This is it. You know, but it's like, oh no, wait, we might think he might be wrong. Let's bring these people in. Well, we're calling this dude right back in because he has to recant whatever.
But you gotta understand the reason why.
Oh, wait, by the way, we found this people. The reason, you know what I'm saying? Like to how quick they were to like put that story out, and instead of holding everything till the end and was like, all right, you know what, here's everything.
But the thing is that the reason why everything progressed so quickly when it came to like the investigation and all this shit, because shit like this doesn't really, I'm not gonna say it doesn't really happen, but it doesn't happen on a scale where people like, this motherfucker's on TV. Like that shit wouldn't happen to Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't happen to fucking Kevin Hart. Cause it doesn't happen. Like maybe it happened to fucking poor fucking guy in fucking Mississippi one day walking home. Okay, that shit. But not to somebody like that. That's what makes it fucking a limelight. Cause people see this dude on a daily basis.
You know, how many seasons?
Especially in
how
Chicago,
many seasons
where
does
like
Empire
is
have now?
It's a big deal.
How many seasons does it have now? Like three.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's a show that people. I've never watched the show personally.
I've never watched it.
But it's a show that people talk about because I hear people like, "Yo, have you seen Empire?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to watch it." Fuck, now I have no more. Like, I don't want to watch it still. But people watch the show. They know the character that he plays, and people once they fall in love with the character, is his character likable or is he a bad guy?
He's the same character.
He's a narcissistic asshole.
All
right.
No, he's not narcissistic.
Doesn't he play?
He plays a gay artist.
Okay, so all right, so
he
he
like
plays
one of the
that
main character's sons.
So people. You know, in every show you watch a show, you feel a character that you like, and even if they don't like him, you know, or they're attracted to the character or whatever, he's a character in the show. So people already have that attachment to his character.
Well,
and they're gonna take,
you know, like his acting career is over, basically.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't see anything they'll put him on. Like
coming soon to Telemundo.
Yeah, right. Coming soon to the Burger King down the street. Do you want fries with that?
Like, what would drive you to do that?
Narcissism. It's not even trying to like.
Because he literally like risked his whole acting career on that.
Because he was focused on the fact that maybe he's just gonna be like, okay, he got his ass whooped.
Wasn't there a rumor too that Fox was planning on letting him go or something? Because I know Fox came out with a statement. This is before all this broke out. Like,
well, now they let him go.
But no, like Fox came out with a statement. I was like, no, we have no reason to get rid of him or anything on the
Dude,
show.
the FBI was investigating this.
I know.
This is shit they could be investigating fucking
All you
Jimbo
needed
and
to
Jim
do,
Bob
bro,
in West Virginia.
was get a better agent. That was it.
Yeah.
That is all you needed, man. Was
You
just a
thought
better
the wrong
agent.
way, bro. I know you're not listening to this, but go fuck yourself, douchebag.
All right, and to end the show on a happier note,
Yeah, dude.
our final news story. The Haunting of Hill House will become an anthology series starting with the new season.
In 2020, people. Fuck out of here.
So the new season.
I still haven't watched the first season.
You have to watch the first.
And every time I'm on this show, you guys tell me to watch it, so I feel like a dick now.
Well, you have time,
Bro.
I know, thank you.
There's really no excuse for you not to watch it.
How many episodes is it?
It's only
10 episodes.
10 episodes.
I'll finish it tomorrow.
Bro, there's no clowns. Don't worry, you're good.
Alright. I swear to God, I fucking see a clown.
There's no clown.
I don't fucking like clowns.
I know.
By the way, if you're a fucking clown, fuck you. And I mean that. Call the National Society of Clowns.
But
Funny ass motherfuckers.
But I think this is the best way to continue the series because it wouldn't really make too much sense to keep going back to the same family.
Alright, so it's gonna be alright, so we're gonna do a different family.
Yeah, so it's gonna be one of those shows where each season is gonna be just a new people.
a different Hill House.
Yes. Basically.
How cool would it be for like a different generation?
It could be.
Nah, it could be like what?
They could
Like
do
the
that.
same house, but like different families living in the house.
It could be.
It could be.
They haven't explained fully what it's going to be. They just said it's going to be different
That'd be pretty cool.
families.
Different houses, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Well,
different.
he did go around. The
Houses
son
on
did go
hills.
around and make several books about several hauntings. So,
Too, yeah.
so it could be, like each.
I'm sure there'll be like that one thing that connects it to like the previous seasons and whatever. But all right, well, that's going to wrap us up for today.
Yeah.
You did another 2-hour show?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, cool.
We were trying not to do a 2-hour show.
But I was here. Oh shit, my glasses! Broke my glasses.
Well, it's an hour and a half.
Okay, didn't break my glasses, but that would have been funny if I did.
Facts.
And that wraps up today's episode. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, you can reach us at neverreadystudios@gmail.com. Once again, that's neverreadystudios@gmail.com. Remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Never Ready Podcast. Well, NVRDY Podcast. Once again, that's NVRDY Podcast. I will start trying to post more, I swear.
Send me $1 for a Lambo!
Enjoy our content, leave us a rating, feedback, and subscribe, which will definitely help us out. And don't forget to share with your friends.
Send me $1 for a Lambo.
Peace out, people.
Bye!
Dude, there was a person.